What's up, Weirdos? I'm Chris Weir, and this is the Chris Weir Experience. And today on Chris Weir Answers, I answer the question, are blogs still important? Very good question. We really are seeing a shift in the landscape of digital marketing and digital advertising from an SEO standpoint. We really are seeing the old phrase content is king is really more becoming context is king. And what I mean by that is the right content being delivered to the right people at the right place. And really that right people at the right place is starting to become just as, if not more important than even the content. Now, I am not saying that to say your content can suck and it can be no good and we're back to the days of crappy content, because we're not. The expectations and the standards of content are not going up. It's just the expectations and the standards of context are going up. So it's kind of rising, the water's rising, so all the ships have to rise as well as it comes to context. But that doesn't mean that the standards for content is going down. And that's very important to understand. Blogs, yes, they are still very, very relevant. They're still very important because, again, distributing all of this content, distributing your message is still incredibly important. Just because the context side is becoming important or more important does not mean that we need less content. That's not the case at all. A blog, especially when it's attached to your website, like if you build a WordPress website or something to that effect, that's just adding more and more and more content to your page. I recommend doing 1 to 2 blog posts per day, where you're putting out 10 blog posts a week. Now, that's a goal to get to. Not everybody has the ability to do that, but I'm saying that to see how important it is, right? So doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a week, or however many that you can do in a week, is very, very important. And when you do that on your website, it actually creates another page. The site gets re-indexed. You're just continually pinging Google to come back and look at your site and continue to index your site. So it is incredibly important to continue doing blog posts today. They have not lost their luster. They've not lost their importance. If anything, they're just as important, if not more. Just now, we're having to pay attention, if we're advertising against that or we're pushing that out in marketing, we're having to pay attention to the context. Is it written to the right people? Is it written in a way that they will relate and receive that information in a good way? And then will they act on that, right? So you can't just write a blog post with a bunch of keywords. You can't focus as much on keyword frequency as much as you do on the message being contextual to the audience. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it helps. Talk to you soon.